To understand the narcissist is to peer into the depths of a troubled psyche, to witness the fractured pieces of a shattered soul stored beneath layers of arrogance and deceit. If you've ever found yourself wondering, how could someone I love be so cruel? How could they lack basic empathy? Why can't they see the pain they've caused? You're not alone. Today, we are going to explore what lies beneath the narcissist's carefully constructed mask, and more importantly, how understanding this can set you free. If you have never been here before, I'm Grace. If you are returning, welcome back. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a person who lived through the experience of narcissistic abuse. You'll be able to read my story soon, as I have a book coming out in the very near future. But today, we're talking about understanding the dark soul. At the core of the narcissist's being burns an insatiable hunger, a ravenous, all-consuming need for attention, admiration, and power. This hunger knows no bounds, driving them to pursue their desires relentlessly, heedless of the cost to those around them. But here's what's crucial to understand. Their soul is a barren wasteland, devoid of genuine empathy or compassion. In their world, you were never truly seen as a whole person. You were a pawn in their grand scheme, an object to be used and discarded when you no longer served purpose for them. You see, this isn't about you. It never was about you. Their inability to love authentically stems from a profound void within themselves, an emptiness so terrifying that they spend their entire lives constructing elaborate defenses against ever having to face it. Behind their carefully crafted facade lies a profound sense of entitlement. They truly believe that they are superior and deserving of endless admiration and special treatment. Their ego knows no bounds as they strive to prove their self-perceived superiority to the world. But here's the paradox. This superiority is a fragile illusion, and it's easily shattered by the slightest critique or threat. That's why they react with such rage when you try to set boundaries or express your needs. That's why your honest feedback felt like a mortal threat to them. The narcissist navigates life without a moral compass, guided solely by their own needs and desires. The pain they inflict upon others, it's of little consequence to them. It's a necessary sacrifice on the altar of their own gratification. And this is why you could never get through to them, no matter how clearly you explained your hurt. Your pain simply didn't register because fundamentally they lack the capacity to feel what you feel. Let me share a moment that perfectly illustrates this. One day, we were sitting in a pub having a beer. I somehow found the courage to ask Neil the question that had haunted me throughout our relationship. So I leaned in and I quietly asked him, "What is going on with you deep down? You've never really let me in. Were you so hurt that you carry pain?" I asked with genuine compassion, hoping that if I could just understand his wounds, maybe we could heal together. His reaction told me everything. He became visibly uncomfortable and then roared back at me, "I don't talk about that." It was the only time I ever saw acknowledgement that there was something dark within him. But that acknowledgement, it lasted only seconds before he shut me out and moved into the silent treatment. This is the narcissist pattern. Even when you approach them with empathy and love, even when you try to understand their pain, they will reject your attempts to truly connect. Because true connection, that requires vulnerability. And vulnerability would mean facing that terrifying void within themselves. If you've ever tried to reach them with compassion and have been met with hostility, please understand it wasn't because you said the wrong thing or approached them incorrectly. It's because they would rather maintain their protective walls than risk the profound discomfort of genuine intimacy. In their interactions, narcissists wield a vast arsenal of manipulative tactics. They are expert practitioners of gaslighting, projection, and deceit, using these tools to control and subjugate those around them. Their charm, charisma, and persuasive abilities make it all too easy for them to ensnare you in their web of deception. And if you're blaming yourself for falling for it, stop. These individuals have spent their entire lives protecting their manipulation techniques. You weren't foolish. You were targeted. They study people like predators studying prey. They identify the most caring, empathetic, strong individuals. Yes, I said strong because they need someone who is resilient enough to withstand their abuse while continually giving them supply. Within the dark soul of the narcissist exists a void, an echo of emptiness born from deep-seated insecurities and profound self-loathing. Their incessant need for validation is a desperate attempt to fill this void, to silence the inner demons that relentlessly gnaw at their sense of self-worth. But no matter how many accolades they amass or conquests they achieve, the void remains, a constant reminder of their own inherent emptiness. And here's the truth that will set you free. No individual on this vast planet possesses the capacity to satiate the insatiable appetite of the narcissistic beast. You couldn't have loved them enough. You couldn't have been perfect enough. You couldn't have sacrificed enough. Within them resides an internal hunger that can never be filled. They may pursue new relationships, seeking fresh supply to bolster their fragile sense of self-worth, but their quest for happiness will always remain elusive. So, how does understanding this darkness help you to heal? Well, there are several ways, so let's talk about it. First, it releases you from the burden of false responsibility. Their inability to love wasn't caused by your inadequacy. No, it stems from their fundamental psychological emptiness. You were playing a game you could never win because the rules were designed for your failure. Second, it helps you understand why closure never came. The narcissist's refusal to acknowledge wrongdoing, to apologize, to give you the ending you deserve. This wasn't about you. It's about their psychological inability to face their own imperfections. The closure you seek, that must come from within. Third, it frees you from that fear that they're going to find happiness with someone else. They won't. They're trapped in an internal cycle, forever seeking but never finding genuine contentment. Their karma isn't something you need to wish upon them. They're already living it. Understanding the narcissist's dark soul isn't about finding justice or waiting for karmic retribution. It's about acceptance. Accepting that this is who they are at their core, that they will never change because they are incapable of change. This acceptance is the key to breaking free from the pain of injustice. Your healing doesn't depend on their fate. While they remain stuck in the confines of their own destructive personality, you, on the other hand, have the power to move forward, to heal, and to create a life full with genuine love and compassion and fulfillment and joy. Here's what I want you to remember. The narcissist's treatment of you was a reflection of their inner darkness, not your worth. Your empathy, your capacity for love are strengths, not weaknesses. You have the power to build a beautiful life beyond their influence. True love uplifts, it never diminishes. And by understanding the fractured, troubled psyche of the narcissist, that shattered soul stored beneath layers of arrogance and deceit, you can finally stop trying to fix them. Stop hoping that they will change and start focusing on what truly matters: your own healing and your growth. In the end, that is the truest form of justice you can achieve. You are stronger than you know, more resilient than you believe, and infinitely worthy of genuine love and respect. If this video resonates with you, please like it. And if you haven't already, it'd be great if you subscribed. And share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Together, we're building a community of survivors who understand, support, and uplift one another. Remember, while the narcissist remains trapped in their eternal darkness, you have the power to step into the light.